we need to get me riding a rough, fast, long downhill track.
Okay, so step 1, build a downhill track. Step 2, don't have a race.
Not a race.
It's not a race.
I think it's slow down a bit. It's not even a race.
It's not a race. Can't wait to the race.
Mate, it's not a race. What do you mean it's not a race? They're timing it. This is going to be a main episode, eh? Get a cup of tea, people. This is going to be good.
So, this is the peak, or one of the peaks on this hill. This is the one I'm going to start off. Trying to plan it all out was really challenging. It took me 3 days. 3 days of just getting lost in the hill, trying to figure it all out. Oh, such a good bit of wood. Bam, onto the steep slope. Or do I take it down there and then doosh? Because I knew where I wanted it to finish. I knew where I wanted it to start. Start line. There we go. Breaking new ground. Woohoo! Oh my god, this is going to take so long. Most of you will be wondering why you've been added to this WhatsApp group, and the reason is I need your help. So we put the call out yesterday. We've had some early responders. State your name, age, occupation. What's going on?
Duncan Edwards, 20, and trail builder, I guess.
That's it.
Dylan, 22, full-time unemployed.
Yeah, boy.
Yes.
One, yes. Always put more effort in that. Some shapes. So that is us clear the top layer off all the way down to the first fire road. It's only a tiny portion of the track, but it is satisfying nonetheless. That's so good, eh? Oh, it's too good.
With the pandemic upsetting everybody's plans, it was cool to see people retreat to the mountains and the open space to do something productive.
It was pretty wild to actually see how many people were keen to help out. Obviously a lot of people were furloughed, but I mean, there was a lot of effort and work put in. I was kind of wanting to guinea pig it, but I'm actually not too upset if someone else does it first. Yo! Yeah! Woohoo! There were some locals who rode bikes in town in the surrounding villages, and then when the travel bans got lifted, people came from all over to help. All the good day's work. Who would have thought offering people gummy bears and a bit of coffee would get so much done?
So do you think this track will make Ben fast enough to qualify at World Cup?
I hope so. Hope I've not turfed this much grass for him to not be faster.
Cut the video, cut it, future Ben here. Got a trail building update, and it's not a good one. I believed I was building this track under a permission granted to the locals through negotiations with the landowner, Forestry and Land Scotland, or FLS for short. Unfortunately, this was not the case, and as I found out, in FLS's eyes, I had just built an illegal trail on their land. I know, a big oof. Luckily, FLS have been very open to working with me on making sure the track is safe in their eyes. With the guidance of an organisation called Developing Mountain Biking in Scotland and the newly formed Tay Trail Association, we're going to make this new trail official. The trail will require a few safety tweaks and a couple reroutes, but it will be staying as a permanent feature. If I had just approached them first, I wouldn't be having to make these changes or deal with the stress of thinking it was going to get shut down. So if anyone else is looking to build trails in the future, find out the landowner and approach them with a plan. Or have a search for your local trail association. They're sure to help you out. If there isn't one, start your own. It's worth it to know that all your hard graft is going to give you a permanent trail. Back in the past, we finished the track and I invited a few friends to come over and test it out. Max, resume the video, hit play, unpause.
We've got some boys coming to do some testing, so it's going to be, I think, quite a big energy day. It's all going to be for fun, but I think there might be some racing.
Well, hey, only like 2 hours late, eh? I've seen Instagram stories and the track look really, really sick, so that's really why I'm here. I enjoy riding good tracks, you know? Who doesn't enjoy riding a bike on a sick track? So that's kind of why I'm here. Happened to be timing involved. Downhill bikes. We'll find out what it'll be. We live in the moment these days, you know?
So pretty much just going to show the boys the new track. Sprinkling of rain last night and this morning, so it should be a little spicy. See what they think, get them to learn it.
All the sponsors!
So it's a little greasy in spots. Whoa! Sorry. Oh, that was chill, eh? That was chill. After a bit of time, see, once the top layer gets worn down and washed away, I think it'll be good. Content!
Not a race!
Dude, that was... I'm loving that stump for some reason.
So you've stripped the stump.
Oh my days, man! What? Oh my god! What?
Track tampering.
Honestly, the jiggery pokery going on with this event is just...
Event, you're calling it?
It is, it's turned into an event now, there's rules! You're just doing what you done, eh, and going come round it, it's probably quicker than going here.
Rough. No kakung, it was a
Your head was over here and your bike was over there, just because you've got such a distance on you, you know what I mean?
Definitely not a race, right? It's not a race.
Yeah! Hello viewers, it's not a race day here in Scotland for the unofficial Sea of Pinkbike's privateer Ben Cathro is up to pace given that he might actually get to some World Cup races soon. I'll be your host, Max Rendell, and my co-host today is actually the man himself, Ben Cathro.
Lovely to be here, Max.
So this looked like it required a bit of organisation from yourself, Ben, did it?
Yeah, we had a pretty unique uplift situation. Just making sure the guys who are going to be towing us up in the e-bikes, that they're comfortable with it all, figure out who wants to do each kind of crossing point. There's two fire roads, one crossing of a track, so the guys that are doing the uplift are going to go down first. Turn the cameras on for the live feed. It wasn't just the uplift the e-bikes were getting used for. The Heckler has been integral to the whole build project. This thing has hauled me, my tools, the cameras and my pack lunch up and down this hill for the past month and a half, and then been shredded within an inch of its life while testing out every section. Without it, everything would have taken so much longer. Big up the e-bikes.
More
nervous than I've been like anything else.
You're joking.
I think it's just
nervous
'cause
at all.
I feel really responsible.
Yeah, but
for
race
how everyone
organiser,
goes
isn't
here.
it? Yeah,
Oh yeah,
exactly.
yeah, true.
I was just like,
There's a bit of organisation involved. T-minus, hurry up!
Anyone have any snacks?
Just really excited to ride the track on a downhill bike.
It all came together though, and after a swift tow up from the e-bikes this morning, the guys got to put down some timed runs.
Who have you got your money on?
have I got my money on?
I
think Greg.
You think Greg?
I'm gonna go on Greg
Why is that?
because he's wearing a good green.
Is it because you told him up as well? You're biased. It's not a race.
Get a phone call for the boss.
Ready?
Nobody's racing here.
Phone call from the boss. Gotta go to work today.
It's not a race, Ben.
Oh, good point. Oh, I feel much better now. Make sure.
It's not a race.
Not a race, honestly. My bad, I'm sorry.
Not a race.
It's not a race.
Jeez, you think he'd slow down a bit? It's not even a race. Why is everyone rushing? It's not a race!
Calm down, it's not a race, stop rushing!
Alright, so now the riders are going to do some time practice runs, which is a perfect opportunity to take you guys on a track breakdown. And who better to tell you than the man himself?
The top section I built with a flat sprint to get you warmed up, and then we dive into the steepest part of the hill. Tight trees made it really tricky to make it flow, so we found the biggest gaps between the trees so that you can just carry as much speed as possible. Flowing turns and dirt that gets super slippy when wet, but luckily this weekend we have a dry, not a race. And this section is so hard to do at race speed, so it's going to be critical to keep your flow.
That is very true. It is the easier portion of the track, though all the gnarly stuff is yet to come.
After the flowy wood top split, you cross the road and the track gets even faster. Average speed is really high.
Flat out down this straight until you're coming up to the log double here. Just after this log double, there's what we're calling the crucial corner.
This is the crucial turn. It's so important.
It's crucial because it has no support, and coming out of it is the longest, flattest bit of track afterwards. So you got to really carry your momentum out of that corner in order to get a good time.
Across this flat traverse, do you tuck, do you sprint? Hard to tell, but up till now there's not been much line choice. So I knew I had to make something.
So here we have the multi-line section, poetically demonstrated by the lads the other day. Lachlan goes for the inside-inside option, Fer goes for the outside to inside, Joe goes from the outside to the outside. It's worth noting that Greg in his time training went from inside to inside, and it looked fast.
Yeah, so the inside was good, but just that bit there, the stumps on the exit, was really hard to set up for and then have good speed out for this whole next bit.
So let's try Ben on the outside and Greg on the inside line here. Let's see which one of these is fastest through this section. Oh, so it looks like Greg's got it by a little bit, but as he said, it's all about the momentum out of this section also. So let's try a time section that goes all the way to here. Let's see if this makes any difference to Ben's run. Opting for that outside so he can set up nicely over that stump. Oh, and it's 0.10 back. So let's give Reese a shot here. Reese opted for that outside to outside line also. Get a nice set up on that stump. And he's up slightly. Only by a little margin. Coming up to quite possibly the fastest bit of track here.
Bro. You all good, man?
Hit the race.
It's not a race, bro.
Oh, you alright?
Yeah,
Where was that?
in the middle bit, by Matt. Literally.
Oh, the fastest bit.
This just shows you how quickly things can go wrong at this speed. One little wash of the front end and it's game over. Let's have a look at what happened here. So he's breaking the sound barrier into this rock garden. So when he comes into the corner, a rock or something small just upsets his front wheel that little bit, pushing his way off the inside, dragging his toe through the ground for a spectacular dismount. Luckily in a reasonably soft pile of sticks.
You're
Lucky.
you're okay though.
Hey?
You're okay.
Where's the GoPro?
Oh no!
Very cool, Matt.
I'll let him know. Anyway, this is the death grip section. Down here, you do not need to touch your brakes, and you do not want to. Pre-jump over that log. Speed tuck or sprint again, it is hard to tell what is best. This bit took a long time to build, a lot of turf in. Anyway, out into the open, drop off into some really fun berms with some kicky jumps. You can sneak past a few of them though to take the worst of the kick out of it, and then through into some really nice compressions. Hard to do at speed, and then into beautiful berm, and then Max's hit.
Quite a tricky little section coming up here. There's a few options. Ben opting for that outside line. Looks clean, but there's another option.
So holding it high on this ledge and then gapping over the roots to straight line to the bridge. But it's really hard.
Let's find out which one's fastest though. Reese on that inside, Ben on the outside. Oh, what the hell were you thinking there, man?
I mean, well, I thought it was quicker. Final sprint of the track, and this is a toughie because it's a slow exit out of that previous bit with a gap into this. If you get the sprint done just right, you can tuck here and carry the speed. A little bit of an uphill though, so you've got to make sure you have it for the big hook into that turn. Big G out, another big G out, and a third.
This compression there will make it look like it's nothing, but that was gnarly.
Those three in a row at the end of this run is proper hard to deal with. Then through the wall into the final section. This is the goat track, and it's an old original trail we found on the hill. Very, very tricky to get it done right because it's so narrow down here. Little edge, you fall off that ledge, you get in big trouble. Few little roots sticking out that just want to grab your wheels and put you offline. But if you keep the eyes up, let off the brakes, you can go seriously quick down this bit. Shirt flapping in the breeze and through the finish. That is the walk the talk, not a race track. 1.5 kilometers of length, 260 meters of descent, and a top speed of about 50 kilometers an hour. Hell of a track.
It's a really fun track, but it's, as you've just witnessed from Greg, it's ready to get you.
It can bite you.
If you get a little bit cheeky with it and try and get one over on it, it'll bite you. It's a fast old track, and at that speed, it's hard to see and judge the reaction of your bike. And it's been a while since we've all really hung it out on the line. Not a race, but it's quite clear that some people are going quite fast here. So yeah, you need to be on your toes, but it's not a race. So I'm going to keep it in my pants today. Losing calories on one crash.
How many calories do the crashes burn?
The crashes burn. Probably a lot of mental calories, eh?
Is Reese trying to get in my head or something? Like?
Can't believe it.
Oh, you've blown way too many calories there.
I've run the numbers on your calorie deficit, Greg. It's really not looking very good.
Not like downhill racers to play mind games.
Man, no. That milk though, that's gonna really hinder his performance in the next run.
So I got cow in it.
It's just a bottle of cow, man. It's mashed up cow. You just stick it in.
I was doing a bit of research before this, and the last race that the three of us did together, where we all had decent runs, was Innerleithen STA, started last year. And I think Reese won, Greg was second, I was about 7 or 8, about 9 seconds back on them. I had a good run, just wasn't fit enough. So the goal is to beat that. That's my target. I want to be, time wise it's about the same. It's about 250 and this track's about the same. So if I can do better than that, the training and track building is helping. Yeah, not a race run now.
It's not a race.
No. This is it. This is where it counts.
Alrighty then, so it all came down to this. Final runs. Greg's gonna set us off here.
And he's lining up on the start. He's off! Pedaling a hard gear. He's up to speed. No danger.
He'll be absolutely peaking after spending all that time in Schladming a couple of weeks ago.
And down that first steep rocky bit, he's looking super controlled actually. Oh, on the sneaky insides, that's definitely the quickest line down that bit.
He's carrying great pace down here. Greg's going good. The last World Cup that he was at, he came 7th.
Was that a sneaky line on the grass there? Oh, I don't know if he's going to get a penalty for that. That'll have to go to the commissars.
Over the road here. Oh, and he's back. He's back a little bit.
Interesting, and that's on whose time from time training?
That is from Reese's time training run, which is currently the fastest time on track.
So here he comes, crucial turn, he's got to carry the speed pretty clean, and he's on the gas. And seeing his fingers there, he's got none of them on the brakes. He's death gripping down this straight. Man doesn't need the brake.
Full gas along here.
He carried great speed across there, but no, he's lost more time to Reese.
On the inside now though, that might get him back up.
Yeah, he had that clean and time training. If he got it even better there, he could have made up some time.
He's bound to be hesitant at this section after that crash.
He's clean. He's through.
He's made it.
There was no fumbling in the foliage from that run. Pre-jumped over that log real clean.
Looks like he tagged it there.
Oh, he's carrying some pretty good speed.
There was a couple pedal strokes in there, I think. Bit of tucking.
Bit of tucking.
Oh, lost again.
No way.
Interesting.
He's going to have to pull some serious thumbs out his bum here if he's going to make up time in this bottom bit.
He is a slow burner though, he does definitely ramp up as he goes.
Yeah, fit boy, he's out on the road bike a lot, so hopefully he can make up time down this bottom bit.
Where's he going to go here?
Oh, he's on the inside.
He's on the inside. It was just you, man.
It's all me. Big sprint here. Does he gap in? Ooh, I couldn't tell. I think he might have squashed that. That might have lost him a bit of speed. We're going to have to see what happens after these G-outs.
Yeah, he's fast approaching these massive compressions here. He's looking fresh though, it has to be said.
Didn't back off much for them, and up at this split, what's he done? What?
That's a whole second.
How? That's insane. He must have been on the gas across that road section.
That's incredible. Now he's down here as well. He seems quite comfortable on this goat trail.
And he was fast in this in time training, so he could make up even more time, which is kind of a scary prospect.
Oh Christ, he's looking fast down here. The rally stage, as he calls it.
Here he comes. It's the last little bit.
What's he gonna do?
Through the line.
Oh! So that's Greg taking half a second off of Reese's time training run.
Good.
How was that?
Fun.
Here he is though, the man himself.
Oh, the big noodle arms. Captain Lanky Boy. He's got a bit of power there. That's right. He's been training.
I heard that he built the track.
I think that is an unfair advantage. We should dock him 9 seconds out the start. Oh, but actually no, I got that bit not too bad. Little wobble, but same line as Greg there on the insides.
And linking it up real well.
And this, look at this, doesn't go in the grass. Excellent. Good line choice there,
Shots fired
Cathro.
at Greg there. Coming up to the first split here. Where do you think you'll be?
Oh, I don't. Oh no! He's back a little bit, but I know he's on the gas down this bit. This is where the big lanky arms come into play. You can really soak everything up and carry the speed.
Oh, that did look tidy.
That was clean. And look at that pedaling there. That is a hungry man.
That is a man that wants this.
And actually, yeah, I did really want to do well here.
Second split.
Oh! Exactly. Oh! Yeah, I did nearly die there. It comes up so quick. Like we weren't going that fast on the e-bikes, then on the downhill bikes, that was just on you before you knew it.
That was a close one, close call, but we're still on track here.
Still on. Nice squash here. Don't do it, Greg. Good lad.
Good momentum through here.
Decent.
Now,
I love this pre-jump.
Are you pedaling along here, or?
So he's on the gas. I can tell. Yep. You can see the head nod. He's sprinting away. Does it work though?
Oh,
similar.
Nice, maintained it. So
kept it level, but I can tell you right now, knowing this guy personally, he's going to be blowing. That's a lot of effort that's been put in. That track building bod might not be up to all this pedaling.
Dad bod. Coming up to this crucial section though.
Does he go inside?
Does he learn his lesson?
He does not. Oh dear, well we know for a fact that's 0.12 of a second in the bin. But look at this.
Ah well, there's time to make it up.
Pre-jumping in though, that's got to be worth something. So coming up, we got the big compression section. Can the noodle arms handle it?
Absorbing it with those giant limbs.
Yeah, it's composed, but I don't think it looks as fast as Greg did.
Looks sharp though, coming to the wall.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, that's quite severe.
So he's definitely slowing down towards the bottom of the hill here.
They've got something in there on you in that middle section for sure.
Definitely. So can I keep it going?
That's the question. Down the goat trail here.
It's definitely not feeling as fast as Greg's, but he didn't have the stabilization turned on in his camera. It could be deceptive.
It could be.
Let's see.
Come on.
Come on, Cathro! Go! Oh no. Oh no.
Yes, Ben. Sick one.
It's within 9 seconds.
It's within 9 seconds.
And it's a PB.
It's a personal
track.
best. And he was very tired. Talking with the man, I knew that third run was a big effort.
In all seriousness, 2 seconds off of these boys is a hell of an achievement.
I'm actually well happy.
So here we go. We've got Reese.
Oh, he's on track. So this is it. The man that has been posting some very promising splits. Can he link it together this run?
He is a tidy rider. He's very calculated, I have to say. He's quite delicate on the bicycle.
It's a delicate piece, but he's going to have to unleash a bit of fury if he's going to catch up with Greg.
Yeah, he looks deceptively slow. Again, we've got stabilization on this GoPro here. It's making a little bit of difference. First split coming up.
It looks slower. Oh.
Half a second up.
That's a lot for that section as well. It's really hard to gain more time on that top bit.
I wonder if he'll carry good pace out of this corner. He was getting carried away. I mean,
oh, that was a bit of roost.
That's quite a lot of roost. That was an edit. That was an edit corner. That.
Yeah, you'll be wanting that clip for Insta, no doubt. Oh, that is convincing.
He extended it.
He's almost a second up, all the way around the multi-line bit.
He looks sharp.
Carrying good speed here. So he's coming into death grip section now. Fingers off the brakes. Carry the speed through.
Beautiful.
Looking good. Big triple on the pre-jump. So Reese is a fan of tucking and not pedaling too much.
I doubt he'll be pedaling here. Maybe now.
Ooh.
Third split.
Oh, that is
it even more.
Oh man, this is a decimation.
He's on an absolute mad one.
He's gonna wipe the floor with him. He's got to keep this going to the finish though. Oh, clean through there, through the X'd up trees.
He's another slow burner. He does get faster as he goes down.
Could he take more out of Greg? Oh, that was clean.
That is just so clean.
Good speed onto the road.
Couple of pedal strokes there. Sat down.
Little rest. Get ready. Get ready for the compressions. You do not want to crumple in these.
Off the rock drop. This looks good.
Shred.
This looks good.
Over the stump.
Is he gonna do his silly gap just down here? Yeah, he pulls for it through the wall.
Oh, but he's lost. He's lost a bit. So Greg did some.
Oh, kicked it.
No, he's cooked it.
He's thrown it out the window.
He's thrown it away.
That
was an advantage he had though. Maybe he could pull it back.
I don't know. He's gonna have to hit this bit pretty. Oh, he's losing a bit more.
That was a big mistake there.
Oh no.
Wow.
Okay. Right. Okay.
What's going on?
DQ. Slap that man with a fine.
Threw it away.
Yeah. Oh, that is such a shame. That was an insane run Reese had going. So that potentially, looking at splits, he could have been down close to a low 44 there.
It was on for one, but it wasn't meant to be.
And I wasn't far back. Yes! Yes! You can't fire me yet, Pinkbike. You can't fire me yet. There's hope.
There's hope.
Well, we got some work to do. I don't have a track to build anymore. Now I can get in the gym, throw some weights about, and then if we do some racing, end of the year, that's a good confidence boost. But first of all, I want to go to a rougher track and get my bike set up. Nevis Range opens tomorrow, so we might be going there.
Hey, it's not a race. We're not racing.